US President Donald Trump said he will order American forces to hold off on new strikes against Iran, after Tehran and a number of unspecified Middle Eastern countries asked the US to postpone strikes as the parameters of a deal had been agreed. But Iranian military sources on Sunday denied Trump's claims. Tehran called his remarks a new lie, according to Iran's Mehr news agency. The military source described Trump's words as a desperate attempt to pressure Gulf states. Earlier, the US president said in a social media post that an emerging deal would include the immediate and total opening of the Hormuz Strait. He added that he had called off the strikes only if a deal could be reached quickly, and warned that US forces remained locked and loaded and ready to go. Trump said Israel agreed to work with the US to try to finalize a deal with Iran that would end the war. The announcement came after the US State Department issued a warning to Americans in the Middle East to be on alert amid potential escalation in the region. At least 3 people have been killed and 21 injured in an explosion at a restaurant in Moscow, according to Russia's National Anti-Terrorism Committee, state media reported. In a statement, the committee noted that the explosion was caused by a homemade explosive device that was being carried into the restaurant by a woman who also died. The other victims include a security agent who tried to stop her and a restaurant customer, the committee added. The restaurant had been holding a private function. Since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Ukraine's secret service has claimed or been accused of carrying out several attacks on Russian military officers and public figures backing the conflict. However, the attack is still under investigation, according to the investigative committee, and Russian authorities have not said who they believe was the target.
Almost all of the estimated 60,000 migrants who entered Spain's Ceuta exclave have returned to Morocco, Spanish officials said. Under the watch of Spanish soldiers and police, the last remaining young migrants could be seen crossing back over the border on Saturday morning.
Que en menos de 48 horas, la situación en Ceuta no tiene nada que ver y que la normalidad se está alcanzando. También saben, ya se ha informado, de que en esta madrugada ya hemos empezado al establecimiento de lo que es la barrera marítima, en concreto una barrera neumática y una primera línea de boyas con un canal intermedio.
To cross into Ceuta, many swam around a small border barrier that juts out into the Mediterranean. At least 67 people died in the attempt, including some who drowned and others who were killed in a stampede to cross a breakwater barrier. Officials have said that none of the people who entered Ceuta irregularly left the city for the European mainland, nor would they be able to.
A wildfire in France's Provence region continued spreading on Saturday as overnight efforts successfully stopped the blazes from reaching the nearby towns of Correns and Montfort-sur-Argens. 1,300 firefighters have been deployed to tackle the blaze, which has flared up again in the Gros Bellisson area, burning approximately 1,250 more hectares since Friday. Meanwhile, authorities say France's largest wildfire in 70 years has been brought under control near the southwestern city of Bordeaux. In Greece, hundreds of firefighters on Saturday were battling to save a popular coastal resort northwest of Athens as violent winds lashed the country, hampering operations. More than 400 firefighters, backed by several dozen specialized aircraft, were battling blazes in the area of Porto Germano, the country's fire department said.